What's up YouTube, Fred here. This video is a little bit different. This is a hello to my future self 5 years in the future. Today is October 5th, 2020. We're having a heck of a year. There's a lot of stuff happening and I want to see what's going to happen in 5 years. So right now on YouTube I have a grand total of 132 subscribers and 25,593 total views across all videos. I started the channel in 2011, made a couple videos, did a couple things for motorcycling, and had big periods where I wasn't really taking it seriously. 2 years ago, I had a summer where I spent a little bit more time on the videos and made, I think, 3 or 4 vlog style videos for myself. Didn't proceed any further. This year is a little bit different. This year, I started making videos at the end of February or early March, and really with quarantine going on, I didn't have a lot else to do, so I started to just start making content. And I made videos, and I first got 1 or 2 videos, then I had 3 or 4, and quickly built up a backlog and started actually having a buffer so I could have 2 or 3 videos pre-uploaded, pre-edited, and then be able to now have videos released weekly. And now here we are, early October, and I haven't missed a video all year since that started. I've had one every single week. Originally I released them at 1 a.m., but I found that 8 a.m. I was actually getting views early on, and that helped me a little bit. I'm still a beginner YouTuber. I'm only 1/8 of the way, a little past 1/8 of the way towards that 1,000 subscriber, 4,000 watch hours. The estimates are that I will hit 1,000 subscribers somewhere around December of 2022, so a year and 2 months from now. So in 5 years, we'll see if that was the case. I'm trying to think what else might be interesting to future Fred and anyone else who watches this channel, but I'm having a lot of fun with the car stuff. So my whole point for the channel really was to be something that kind of catalogs my own enjoyment of cars and motorcycles and my interest in driving and the joy of driving. And certainly I'd love for my channel to become more successful. I'd love to get to where this could be a full-time job. I don't think that'll probably ever happen. I really want to make that happen. But really the enjoyment for me is in just going out and filming and hanging out with friends and driving some cool roads, seeing cool cars, getting a chance to experience all that. So I'm going to see whatever I can do to try and grow it from here. I've got big plans for the upcoming year. I haven't announced it, and this is going to be 5 years old at this point, so we'll see if it happens. I'm planning on building a garage at our house, and hopefully 2-stall. I want to have high ceilings. I want to be able to put a lift in so I can start buying a couple additional cars. My dream right now is I want to get a GT3. I'd love to get a 991.2. We'll see if I can afford that. Right now they're super expensive. They're about $160,000 for a used one. They don't make them new anymore because the 992 came out just recently. Earlier this end of 2019, early 2020. And I also I'm interested in buying a 981 Cayman, so the last of the naturally aspirated flat sixes. I'm interested in buying one of those and doing it as a project car. They've got a 8,000-ish red line. You can put an exhaust on them, you can get some different wheels, you can put some better springs in it, and really make them into a fantastic car. I love how they look, I love how they sound. I want to get a manual. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm really excited about the coming year. I've got a couple other interesting ideas. I'm thinking of doing a collaboration. There's another YouTuber who's a friend of mine who does welding, and I'm thinking about making a drift trike that I saw on the Colin Furze channel. Seems pretty easy. You buy a small engine, you buy a bunch of parts, you weld some of it together, you assemble the rest of it, and you have a drift trike. So that might be a really fun thing for me to do. Currently, I've got a couple different cameras. I've got the PDR and the Corvette, which is kind of crappy quality. I'm pretty much stopped using that. I've got my cell phone, which is the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, which I really don't use too much anyway, but the video quality is good, so every so often I do. I've got a DJI Osmo Pocket, which is what this is being filmed on right now. It's a really small little camera, but it's got a gimbal on the end so it can stabilize and do really good video that's stationary. It doesn't have a optical zoom though, so it's limited in its use, but the video quality is really good, so that's why I use it. And then last, I've got this. It's a GoPro Hero 8 I got just recently. Of course, a month later, the Hero 9 came out, so I'll have to get one of those at some point. But I really think that this is my best camera that I have at the moment. Video quality is incredible. The high-speed footage where you can slow it down I think it's by 8x. You can get a 240 frame per second at 1080p. So you can get really good slow motion footage. That's a quick summary of what I have. I want to show real quick a thing that I built. All right, so I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see my editing station. And so this is what I wanted to share. I built a Raspberry Pi Zero WH based YouTube view and subscription tracker. It refreshes every 30 seconds, so it should be about to refresh. And you'll see the time change at the top when it refreshes. There we go. So it just refreshed. Haven't gotten any views or new subs since I started this video, but that is kind of a neat thing. And so anyway, here's the next 5 years. I will see you in 2025 on, it looks like it's going to be October 5th. So 5 years from now, we'll see how this goes. One last quick thing that I wanted to add is that we currently have 4 cars. This is a car and motorcycle channel. I also have a motorcycle. The motorcycle is a 2012 Ducati Street Fighter 848. We have 4 cars. We have a Volvo XC60 2015, I think, or 2016. I can't remember. I have a 2007 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, which is sort of my utility and go to the hardware store type vehicle. I have a 2016 Mini Cooper S manual, 6-speed, and my pride and joy is a 2017 Corvette Grand Sport that I bought brand new from McMulkin in Nashua. So we'll see if my garage changes within 5 years. All right, Fred out.